I do think it's gonna skate. I have high hopes. Say a semi yes. That was much harder to press, but we might have to adjust some of the things that are on there. We did have one very not successful. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mick. I am the owner and the head of production here at amstransfers.com. We print everything from DTF transfers to screen print transfers to glow in the dark transfers to printed apparel itself. Basically anything in the apparel decorating we do. As you can see behind me, I have two of our DTF printers, and today we're going to be talking about something that I get asked a lot and go into a little bit more details about what you can apply DTF transfers to. So as you can see behind me, we have quite a few DTF printers, so I am quite experienced when it comes to what type of fabric or what you can exactly apply a DTF transfer to. And guys, I'm not talking about the cotton and the polyester. We all know about the t-shirts and everything along those lines. So today we're going to be taking it a step further, and we're going to see what other things that we can apply a DTF transfer to. So behind me, I do have the items that I'm going to be using to apply a DTF transfer to. These are items that either I'm curious about, I've been asked about, or just things that are to show you that it's not just t-shirts or sweatshirts that you have to apply to. So I'm going to be starting with probably the most normal. I'm sure everyone will know the answer to that, but that is a canvas tote bag. We're going to apply a DTF transfer to this just to show you that you really don't need a specific t-shirt or something like that. This bag is made of 100% cotton. So with that information, it should apply perfectly. It's really just about making sure that with these like big knobs and everything, it gets placed on the heat press correctly to ensure that the print is in the right location. And I'm also going to tell you my opinion or my initial thoughts on if I think before I press it if this fabric is going to work. So let's just start dividing up these transfers and seeing which one works best. Okay, so for the first one that we did, it's going to be the tote bag. I think I'm going to do this bloom where you are planted. This is one of our older pre-made transfers. We don't sell this one anymore, but we had some left over. So let's see if this is going to press. You guys already know my answer is going to be yes. I do think that this tote bag is going to press this DTF transfer, but let's heat it. Okay, so first and foremost, we have our heat press turned on. We do have the bag here. I'm going to pull at the heat press out. If you guys don't have this, just make sure you don't burn yourself. But I do want to make sure that these little ball things and the buttons are not on the actual heat press, because that's going to cause one, if it goes down on the heat press right here, it's going to cause the heat press to be unleveled, and that's going to cause the heat to not be transferred properly and equally the design. So just make sure that everything that's like causing it to be raised or whatever is pushed to the back. Also be careful because those buttons will burn you. Been there, done that, it sucked. You guys, I think this would be easier if I just went like this. Okay, so we can do it upside down. Gives me a little bit more control. I like to do pre-presses. You don't have to do a pre-press. Okay guys, change of plans, because I do think I'm actually going to use this bag, and I didn't really like the bloom where you were planted, but I'm going to use it as a like book bag. So I think I might put this one on there. It's the same thing, it's not gonna be any different, but just make sure again it's placed properly. Let's try this one out. All right guys, it's here. It already looks like it's kind of rising up, so I think we're gonna be good, but let's try it out. So we were correct on this one that it will apply to a tote bag. So you can use these for like your groceries. You can use them if you go to like farmers markets, or like for me, I'm gonna use it to like go to the bookstore. But it will apply. You just make sure, again, like I said, these are not in the way, and it'll apply perfectly. Okay, taking it a step a little bit further. This was a big one because I think people always want to kind of know about like jackets of this material, but that is denim. I just found an old pair of my denim shorts, and I think I'm gonna try like putting a design on like the back pocket. So if that's something that you want to do, or maybe even, I know like right here, it can be stylish. So we're going to try putting it on denim. I have not ever put it on denim. I've heard of our customers have done it, and based on the material, it should apply, but we might have to adjust some of the things that are on there. The denim is going to be 81% cotton, 17% polyester, and 2% elastic. So let's try these out. I'm anxious to see about that. I'm probably gonna put like maybe a 4th of July. I don't know. I don't wear these anymore, so it really doesn't matter. And with the denim, I'm told you guys I'm probably going to put it on the back pocket just to see how it will look. Like a 4th of July. So this is one of the ones that you can, oh, the fan is blowing. This is one of the ones that you can get in our sample boxes that if you order, you can get them for free. So make sure you order at amstransfers.com to get a sample box. But I think that this would be cute. Hopefully it's sized right. If not, maybe we'll just put it on the front. I'm not going to wear these, so we're just trying it out. But my other one, a USA. So we'll see which one fits and then try it out. See which one goes. Let's just play with it. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I did end up going with the little 4th of July cherry bows. I'm gonna try it out. Let's see if it can fit on that pocket, but I don't think it will. Yeah, I think it's gonna be too big and I don't want it to mess up. We could try it there. I don't know. Cause see, I don't know if you can tell, but the lines are like right in the way. So this, if this was completely empty, it might work. I don't know. I don't even know if that'll look good. Put it on the back pocket or we can put it on the front. I don't know if someone was gonna put that. I'm gonna put it on the front. I don't wanna risk it. Maybe we'll do that for an extra for the end. See how that works. But let's do kind of the same thing along the lines with the bag. You wanna make sure that all of the buttons are not in the way. Same with the pockets. It's kind of gonna be a little trickier, especially if you got a big heat press like this one. Make sure there's no, make sure your pressure's high. I'm gonna do a quick, okay, this one I did forget to give my vote on, but I think it is going to press. I think it's gonna be just fine. So let's try it out. All right, so we got our first success here. Let's hope that we'll be adding this one to the pile. This is what it looks like. Let's peel it. I don't know if you guys can see. I hope you can see. Boom. You can apply it to denim. So that is 2 for 2 right now. Looks really good. So right now I'll do a little bit of an overview for you guys so you can see what that looks like. But so far, both of the transfers have worked out perfectly. So we are 2 for 2. Okay, another big one that I've been curious about myself is actually like gym wear. So this is an old pair of gym shorts that I have. They are this brand on Amazon. I wasn't able to find, I think when I looked this up, because they don't have the tag. However, when I looked up the brand online, it did say it was about 90% nylon and 10% spandex. So again, just going to hope that this sticks. I mean, these are old again, so I don't really wear these anymore. So we're gonna see if it sticks to that, because that would be like a cool way to have a gym wear brand, or if you like added something on the side. So we're gonna see how that turns out. All right, so workout shorts. I think I'm just gonna put it right up in the corner. I'm trying to think of like the best way. Okay, so we got our workout wear. This is if you want to try making like a activewear brand or something along those lines. We're gonna make sure everything is even. So our design and put it, I don't know if I should put it here. That would be cute. If I should put it up here. Because I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the big brands, but they put like their little logo up there. So let's try that. This is going to be a much bigger logo. Let me see if I have something smaller. Okay, so I did find this little guy. He's like real little. I don't know if I want to put it on there. Let's try it, because I know that most people who are going to run activewear brands, they're not going to have huge prints. I mean, you probably could write something down the side. Like, I don't know, we could put like AMS down the side or Design Gen. Let's try that. Let's do it. Let's do a side design. We'll do it all, okay? I don't wear these anymore, so we have free range. Okay, guys, change of plans completely. We're ditching that. We are going to make full Design Gen activewear. So I found some logos. This one will go perfect down the side of it. Let's try pressing that one first, and then I thought we could put this one maybe on the other side. Let's try it out. Let's make some activewear. It's a little big, so we have to keep that in mind when I go to press it. Okay, so I did the whole front of them. I'm gonna put this, which is just our design, on the back. See how that was. I'm so excited to show Alex these. We should start selling these, if it works. All right, guys, so we've got our activewear brand right here. It did leave some marks from the heat press, but I think that that's gonna just completely go away when it gets washed. So let's try it out. We got, boom, one. Let's try this one. Another one, and then we did put that one on the back. So okay, guys, so we've got the Choose AMS right down here, and then we got the Design Gen right there, and then we've got the logo right there. I'm trying not to brush up against the ink squeegees, but this one was a little bit tougher. I am anxious. I'm going to run it through the washer. I'll let you guys know in one of my vlogs, or if I do an update on all of these. This one was a little more interesting when it came to pressing. I did have to press, I pre-pressed because of the moisture in it, and then I also went ahead and pressed it again after, just to make sure the design is in. But I don't know about you guys, these are pretty sick. And then it's got the one right there. So they definitely can work on. I will put the closer up pictures of all of the images on like the screen right now. But I think it's safe to say that everything worked out perfect. I like the black. You'll see in the video that I attached that you can see the heat press marks, but that's because these are like these scrunching type of leggings. So you'll see on like even the back, you'll have like the butt scrunch. So that does affect it, but that's going to come out when it gets washed. But so far, guys, we are 3 for 3. And so far I am right on all of my assumptions. Now we get into the more fun stuff. Before I even started making this video, I asked Alex if he had any ideas or he had anything that he wanted to know, or if he was curious about anything, any specific brand, and he brought up one certain one. So I did have to dig through all of my clothes to find it, but that is going to be a Sherpa style pullover. I am very curious about this one. Again, the fabric says it's 100% polyester, but it does have kind of like that, I don't know if you can see it, like that fuzzy feeling. So I'm interested to see how that is going to lay on a DTF transfer. Again, we might just have to adjust some settings. It's definitely thicker, so I think that we're gonna have to add either less pressure or not use a pillow. We're gonna see about this one. I am very curious about this one. So for the Sherpa, I thought that I would just do this cute overthinker. I'm very curious to see how this all is going to play out, thickness of it, as well as like the hoodie or like the zipper. So we just want to make sure that that is all gone. I mean, I do wear this Sherpa. Should I just add a little pocket logo? Maybe we'll just do that. I don't want to, guys, I do wear this one. We're just going to try that. Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe we'll put the overthinker on something different. But let's put this little bow right up there. See how it looks. You might need to tape these down because it's not staying flat because of the raised fabric. There we go. All right, let's try it out. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw me struggling with that one, but basically that was much harder to press. I didn't even vote on if this was going to work. So I'm going to say, we'll say yes. I'm hesitant, but we'll say yes. Let's take it over there by the others and see. All right, guys, let's try it out. I'm very curious. The tape does not want to come off. Okay, it's coming. There we go. That is what it looks like. It worked, guys. That is not shocking. I mean, it's fabric, it should work. Like, DTF transfers are so versatile, you can put them on anything, but that definitely works. I'm gonna add some clips in like I've been doing and see. And I'm not a big fan of obviously the design, but like I'm not a big like with the difference between the bows and but overall point gets across that it does work. That's crazy. So far we are 4 for 4. So another big one that is a non-clothing item, which I think would be very cool, is a laptop case. Again, I don't know what the material of this is. I'll have to try to find it, but I think that would be cool to customize any laptop case you want with a DTF transfer. Again, I feel like the fabric should work, so hopefully. I have not tested any of these, guys, so we're gonna do it together. If it fails, you'll know. If it works, you'll know that too. But we are going to try this out. Maybe add a cool, if we have any like custom. If not, I'll probably just add like a cute white design. But this is going to be a laptop case. All right, guys, we are on to the last two. The next one I'm going to be doing is the laptop case. This is actually Alex's laptop, so I am going to put on the Design Gen logo. It's going to be too wide, so I think I'm going to cut it and put it like right down there. I'll show you guys once I get it cut. If you guys can't tell, we are huge fans of our Design Gen. And if you guys don't know what that is,
in a world full of visions, dreams on the run, we needed a spark, now look what we've done. Just type it, describe it, watch it unfold. Design Gen's the magic, turning ideas to gold. One click, one thought, the future's begun. A canvas of colors, a race to the sun. No limits, no waiting, it's all in your hands. Create like a dreamer, design like a brand. Design Gen, lighting up the sky.
All right, my vote for this one is again a little more hesitant, but I'll go ahead and say I think it's gonna stick. I do think it's gonna stick. I have high hope. And if not, hopefully Alex likes to have a crazy looking laptop case. We'll see. Let's get to it. Okay, so this one is a little more trickier because we do have it to be raised. I could add in a pillow. So we could add in a pillow. This is a heat press pillow. You just take it and you're gonna lay it in there and it's perfect. It doesn't, I'm trying to make sure it's getting every part of the design and not just certain parts. Because I mainly want this one. We're gonna have to put it in close. I mean, let's try to get another one. Hold on. That's perfect. And thinking back now, I probably should have done that with the spandex and the denim shorts. You could have done that. I could have done that with all of that. So learn from my mistakes, guys. Use a pillow to kind of raise it if you don't want to have that issue. But let's go ahead and press this. Again, I hope this turns out and he likes it. I mean, he's not gonna, since I cut the design, the logo's not going to, it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look aesthetic. So let's try that out. So we're gonna put Design Gen right there by Choose AMS. Perfect. Let's try it. So if you guys can't see, I did end up changing cutting the design to make sure that we can get it all on there and all perfect and it looks like cohesive together. So let's press this. Okay guys, so we ran into our first issue. One, we need to make sure this is taped down because I almost just messed that up. But we just learned our first lesson, and that is that you need to change the height of it. So again, I'm not very optimistic about this one. We'll see. I'm hesitant. My heat press is at the end, wit's end, guys. Okay, let's see how, that might not even be enough still. Yeah, no, we need to go more. All right, guys, is this going to be the one that breaks our record of 4 for 4? Let's try it. So let's start with this design first. Okay. Okay. Guys, oh my god, that worked perfect. Alex is gonna freak out. Let me get some snapshots of that. And last but definitely not least, and this is something that I've touched on very, very briefly, but surprisingly I have been asked quite a few times if it can be applied, and that is, ooh, I just hopefully did not give myself a splinter. That is wood. This has been, I'm shocked at how often that this is asked. I don't know if people are putting them on trailers or if they're putting them wherever, but we get asked probably at least a couple times a month, whether that's in comments or that's on social media or that's someone emailing us, if it can be applied to wood. So I've done this briefly. We have tried this before. I'm gonna do it with you guys to show you, but we do know the outcome of this. So I think I might put another Design Gen logo on this one because then we can give it to Alex. Maybe like it'd be like an award. He can set it up on his desk or something. But I don't know. I'm glad that we've already adjusted the heat press and we turned up the pressure or the level so that it's perfect, because this is gonna be a thick piece of wood. So let's get pressing. This one, I know how the outcome is. I have personally not done it, but Alex did it. So I helped film it and I was there, so I witnessed it and he made a whole video about it. So let's see if it's gonna work. because this is, I would say, truly the biggest one that we get asked, is if it can work for DTF transfers. I might, or if wood can work for DTF transfers. I might do this because I feel like it's bowing a little bit in the middle. We've had this wood forever, so I just want to make sure it's all level. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's see. I wonder if it's gonna burn. Okay. Okay guys, I filmed this whole clip talking about the wood and peeling it, and my camera wasn't recording, my SD card was full. So I will sum it up for you guys what happened. Basically, this is the wood. I'm sure you just saw it. It did stick. We did have one little problem, and that is the S did not stick.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And after further investigation, it does seem that I picked like the worst piece of board possible.
But you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
And it is like bowing right in the middle, right where the S is. So the heat press was not able to directly hit that spot. So if you're wanting to do it on wood, that would be something I definitely would recommend. One, make sure you're picking a good piece of wood. When Alex and I did this in the past, we did pick a very smooth, straight piece of wood.
Just can't get into it.
Two, if you don't have I literally picked this out from our warehouse. So if you're just using scraps, one, don't let it poke you in the eye. But if you're literally just using scraps like I was, make sure that you have something. You guys saw me use a pillow, but make sure it's like, I could have turned it this way and adjusted it differently. And I think that would have had a better outcome. But overall, the design looks very good. Don't look at the S. We're just gonna take that off. But the design looks very good. It feels very smooth. It feels like it's on there. You can't really pick anything up or peel it off. So this is a yes, or I'll say a semi-yes. So wrapping up, we did have 6 products that ended up working out, but we did have 5 very successful and 1 very not successful. I mean, it was semi-successful. It was like 85% successful. So my whole point in making this video is basically just to show you guys that you are not limited to just t-shirts or sweatshirts. I know that I used like a Sherpa and a bag, but that is just the start of DTF transfers and the possibilities that they unlock. So my challenge to you guys at the end of this video, if you're still here, is to just try different things. If you have an idea, like I told you, the gym wear and wanting to try it on that forever, just try it. Try the laptop case, try new things with DTF transfers. That's just such a fun thing about them, is that they're so versatile. And honestly, this opens a whole different door of possibilities for businesses. And I'm curious to see what happens next in terms of what we'll apply it to. So leave in the comments below if you guys have any suggestions, or you want me to try any products or any fabrics or any weird thing, and I will try to stick a DTF transfer on it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you for my next video.
Like a dreamer.